The couple had just finished building their child's playhouse when they realized they had one piece left over, although the instructions emphasized that all parts must be used for safety reasons. They didn't want to reassemble it. So the wife threw the extra piece into the sea. The assessor didn't notice anything unusual.
Mi piace, siete stati bravi.
They did this simply because they wanted a child, but they had to pass the fertility assessor's review in order to do so. In the future world, due to resource scarcity, the human population is strictly controlled. People are forced to take drugs that strip them of their fertility. Newborns are only allowed after someone dies. To obtain fertility qualifications, one must pass the assessor's review. Neil and Kelly have good economic conditions. They passed the review and entered the assessment phase. Little did they know that disaster was about to begin. Their assessor was named Anne. She would pretend to be a child to observe the two of them, to see if they had the ability to be parents. They could give up at any time during the process, but they would lose this qualification forever.
Noi saremmo davvero dei bravi genitori. Ha ragione, tutti lo dicono.
On the first day, Anne officially entered the role. She pretended to be a child who wouldn't eat properly. This caught the two of them off guard, but faced with this pretend child, they could only continue to act along.
Hai urlato con... Ho alzato la voce.
Fortunately, Kai didn't yell at the evaluator. Neil quickly tried to make amends. Finally, she managed to feed him a mouthful, just when the two thought it was over. Annie threw the food at Neil. The two could only endure it in silence. The second test came that night. Annie brought out a large toy house and asked them to assemble it within one night, facing the countless parts. The couple was very troubled and felt that it was too difficult. They spent the entire night putting it together, but then they discovered that there was one piece missing. They didn't have time to reassemble it. So Kelly threw it into the sea and checked and didn't find anything unusual. The next test came immediately after. The family of three went on a picnic and ran around like a child. Kelly and Neil could only keep chasing after her, but in an instant, they realized Anne was gone. Then a pair of shoes floated up from the sea. Realizing something was wrong, the two hurriedly searched. They found Anne lying in the sea.
Ti ho detto che stavo facendo. La prossima volta ti lascio annegare.
At that moment, Kelly didn't realize that if Anne were really a child, she might have already been in danger. She hadn't taken on the role of a mother. Regarding this matter, Kelly began to see herself as a mother, and even helped Anne bathe. But at night, Anne wanted to sleep with the two of them. Neil wanted to refuse, but Kelly agreed. So Neil could only turn away awkwardly. However, the next day, Kelly received a call from the hospital. Her sister was in the intensive care unit, but when she rushed over and stopped her, warning her that if she left, the evaluation would be terminated, and that the parents would always face choices. After Kelly asked, and finally gave her one day, but what she didn't know was that this was all a conspiracy. That night, Neil lay alone in bed, feeling someone climb onto